Hey, family, friends, and fellow gamers. Welcome to Grumpy Gnome Gaming. I am the Grumpy Gnome. Let's get into some Banished, or as Jibba would say, Banished Wednesday with mods. Anyway, here we go. You go, Jibba. Anyway, here we go. What are we doing? We're zoomy. All right, guys, check out this opening. We've got a dock market here, and I absolutely love these dock markets, but there's one thing you're going to notice what's going on that's of interesting nature. We are full, and they are actually throwing food on the ground. Now, this is a very common scene throughout this entire map. If you look around, you will see that there are food items laying all over the ground, which is an indicator that I do not have enough space or storage for all of my products. So I really need to consider adding more storage and or markets, or getting rid of some of my food. Tell you what, let's play this adventure and see what happens. Anyway, here we go. Get them moving. Okay, numbers are moving. That means people are moving. Looks like we got some homeless people, but guess they found a home real fast. And now we're 100% full again. Now, the one thing before we move off of this page is just check out the amount of items that this thing can hold. I mean, I'm not going to add them up, but you've got a 600 count here. You've got a 700 count here. And you've got another 600. You got a 1,300 count here. And I mean, we just touched the tip of the iceberg. There's another 500 count, a 2,200 count. And all the little stuff here. I mean, if I had to guesstimate, this thing is holding 7,000, maybe 7,500 in products. Now, it's nice to see that they're cleaning up, but what they're probably doing is taking it to other storage facilities, which is not good, because that means that they're wasting their time walking around when they actually could be building things. But anyway, once again, I'm going to say it. It's not like we're in a hurry to get anything done. But if nothing else, we're going to have a nice, quiet episode of just letting... Hey, you know what? Let's get some more builder action going. Especially with the houses. 50. For some reason, I think we're really pumping out. There you go. 50-50 is a good combination. Another thing that I've noticed, we can seriously alleviate. I mean, I noticed this on the outside. Let me see if I can actually get down to some of these outside, like this one here. This is a typical forest node, 100% full of firewood. Let's go to the next one over here. This is the mining camp, and they're full of firewood. Next forest node, they're full of firewood. So I'm going to do something extremely drastic, as if I haven't been doing drastic things throughout this entire game. I'm going to go to my woodcutter here, and I'm going to zero him out. Yeah, just like that. Enter. Boom. We have 0 woodcutters at this time. There is one woodcutter I want to keep going. And let's bring up our mappy, and I think he's right there. I'm pretty sure that's where he is. And scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Is this you? Waterwheel Sawmill, and I'm going to put one in, and I hope it goes here. Nope. It didn't. Well, I literally cannot run through this entire map and shut down all of my woodcutters. How are we doing for lumber? I mean, the only thing that we can possibly do at this moment is I've only got 10 lumber and I need lumber big time. Let's do this. Whoops. Well, there's one. Well, look at that. This is now the only thing running. Let's see if it stays that way. 1 of 3, and there's 1 in there. And this is the one that is in there. That's what we're looking for. So now the lumber is going to keep going. The firewood, we turned it off. We've already lost 1,000. And, you know, if nothing else, this is going to empty out some of the stockpiles, which have just gotten ridiculously full of firewood. I've got enough stone roads slated to be built that I can actually probably circumnavigate the globe. So we're going to go through this stone rather quickly. And as you've been noticing, we've been losing our stone cutters because their quarries have been going dry. I haven't replaced any of those yet. So maybe our stone is going to slow down a little bit too. Why do we have a question mark over here? You're probably a woodcutter. A saw pit. That would make logs. But you know what? What are the chances if I click this that he's actually going to go here? 0. Okay, don't need it. As long as we got lumber coming from our sawmill here, I think we're going to be okay. Let's keep an eye on... Wow, look at that. That whole thing that should be lumber from the sawmill. And look at all this stone here. Does anybody want to buy some stone? Anyway, here we go. Holy crumb biscuits. Look at this. We just went from an even 40-40 up to 108. That means, and wow, where did all of our students go? Wow, we lost a crap ton of students. Well, they're all becoming laborers. That might be it. Well, this is a blessing and a curse because I should have just... Let's leave it at that. It's a blessing and a curse because now, oh, of course, we pulled 80 freaking woodcutters out of their jobs. Talk about a mass layoff, you know. Now I know how Bezos and Musk feel, you know, when they have to lay off their entire workforce. Anyway, here we go. We are doing good there. Let's move on. Move on. I have got a bunch of interesting things slated for work. Why are we looking at this? If you guys haven't noticed, my map is changed. So let's do this. Oops, that's the wrong way. Let's go like this. And you guys know I hate doing this, because this is the part that drives me nuts. My OCD kicks in, and if it's not perfectly level, then I just blow a gasket. Anyway, we've got another ship and wharf going in here, so we're just going to continue letting them build. Our lumber count is slowly going up. So that's the right direction. But oh my gosh, do I have stuff to show you guys. Let's move on down here. And now that I've rotated the map, the fun part is finding what I actually slated for building. And I could see a bunch of stuff over here. So let's visit this first. Okay, and that's why I had my map rotated. I'm going to rotate on you guys, so don't freak out on me. Oops, wrong button. I want to actually do the hold down the wheel and turn. Like this. You could tell I'm not a pro at this. Or you can go ahead and hit the E and the Q button and just constantly go like this until you get it. Anyway, here we go. Over here, I decided I was going to build another little community. And because I fell below 600 here, I know I'm going to drive Candy64 nuts if I don't bring this number over 600 again. So bear with me, Candy. Here we go. Once again, we've got two nodes that are next to each other. So we're going to complement that with two herbalists or herbalists. I don't know what determines that. Herb, whatever. Anyway, now, of course, if you've got two forest nodes that are producing deer or venison, you got to have the butchers right next to them. So let's go ahead and open them up. Now we need people to actually man these positions, and I'm not saying that in a sexist way. They could, I guess they could woman the positions also, but let's go ahead and put some housing in for our little district over here. And I'm not saying this is enough housing. We got 2, 4, 6, 8 adults for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think I've actually counted like 14 jobs in this area by the time we finish. And if I'm not mistaken, we're going to do another house here. We're going to do another house here. And I think I took this house out in favor of putting in, no, I did put a house in here. No, here. In favor of a barn. Because remember I said we were just running out of storage. So the little barn is going to complement this area nicely here. Now, what does this district have going for it? I'm glad you asked. Oh, what do you think happened up here? Oh, if I click on this, is it going to take me out of this district? No. But where's our person? There he is, and it did take us out of the district. You were a stonecutter. We can remedy that real quick. And I'm not even going to go to your quarry right now because we've got bigger fish to fry. Oh my gosh, if I was going to squirrel on you guys, I would start with this. But you know, I want to finish the district that we've been working on first, and then we'll come back here. And just to get an idea where here is, let's look at our map real fast. Okay, this is where we want to come to next. Now I got to figure out where the heck were we? Good question. Let's see if we can figure it out. This is another reason, you know, thing about these big maps. And if you're not playing every day, you're going to lose where you're at. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to find it just staring at this. So let's just go around. Why don't we just follow the river and see where it takes us? Yeah. Is it over here? No. And remember what we wanted to do? We want to eventually, and oh wait, we know the river is going to run in a horizontal direction. Oh my gosh, this is like detective work. A horizontal direction. Where could it be? It could be, it's not here, I know that. Or is it? I don't think it's in this area. Where am I? I'm there. Let's check this area. This does not look like it. You know what? We can just click on the map. This is not it. Is it up here? Nope. Is it over here? Oh, this is going to drive me nuts now. That's our... I don't even know what that area is. Oh, man. Well, there's another whale and wharf and ship going in. You know what we're going to do? Let's just come back to the area where we were at, which was like right around here. Yeah, there's some stuff going on here. There we go. We found it. Okay, guys, let's figure this out now. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 adults. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be a market because they got to have storage. 6, they're going to have a hunting blind. 7, they're going to have a scavenger. 8, they're going to have their own wharf and ship. 9, we do things in mirrors. 10, another water scavenger. And guess what? There's another one. Can you guess what that last thing is? Small storage. Fooled you. Now, and I'm probably going to drop another fisherman right off this point. And that's just a tip for all you Banished players. If you want to know where the perfect placement for a fishing dock is, always look for a point. Because the fishing dock, whichever one you pull, is going to have a 360-degree ring of influence with the dock itself being center. And you can tell if this was centered right here, I've actually got a little bit of water to my aft end on this side, and I've got a little bit of water over here behind me. If I were to put it in a cove like this, you can tell that as soon as you go off to the side, you're hitting land. As a matter of fact, you've got land going into your front arc also. So coves, no good. Points, peninsulas, that's where you want your fishing docks. Anyway, this whole entire area now is being ready. Did I do it? Did I get back up to 600 again? No, I'll try harder. Are my people moving? They are now. Okay, let's go back to the other place. And I think that they're going to bang this out in no time, so let them do their thing. Okay, where was that other location? Was it over here? It was on a horizontal. I don't think it was up here. You know what's really wigging me out is that I'm looking at this thing. Okay, I see some stuff here that needs to get done or addressed. Okay, you guys are just out of material. Is that a fire? And we got nomads. We haven't talked about nomads in quite a while. So just for fun, my population is 1,602. What are the chances that the nomads are going to be greater than that? If it was 10% of this number, there should be 160 nomads there. That sure looks like it's on fire. But I think that's where the jousts are being built. I am so not used to looking at this from this angle. This is like wigging me out totally. Anyway, let's find out how many nomads we got. There's no nomads at the town hall, so they must be at the immigration office. I'm going to rotate this again just so I know where everything is. So bear with me. Oh, wrong way. We're going to go this way. And right there. Okay. My immigration office is... It should be along here someplace. It is right here. Boom. There they are. 235 nomads. Now, if we kept to our original plan of wanting to hit a population of 3,000, I can just sit here and click on every nomad, indicator that comes in. But I also want to keep my 100% educated. 1% are running around naked. See, we do have a hippie commune here. I guess they're the 1%ers. Anyway, more power to them. I'm glad they've found peace and nature. All right, guys. What else went dry over here? Another stone cutter. You know what? It's all right. We don't need stone, just like we don't need firewood. And firewood is starting to go down at a very rapid rate. So far, I think we lost another, 7,000? Good. We'll deal with it. As soon as we hit, say, 10,000, I think what we're going to go ahead and do is throw all the woodcutters back in again and let them take off. What are the... Oh, these are all the little woodcutters that were around here. Okay, well, the area that we want to go next is our old island up here. And I figure, what we're going to do with we had all this real estate around it. And what I thought we would do is maybe make this kind of touristy also. And I figure, okay, if we're going to bring tourists in, we need to have the archaeology center again. So here's another archaeology center, looking for all the Camelot, King Arthur stuff that we got here. And then I thought, what do tourists really need? Wineries. They need wineries and a brewery if you're not into wine. So that takes care of both of those things. And you know what? How's our housing doing? We're still 80 shy on housing. Let's do it. Let's bring in some more housing. Because all of these jobs are going to need people, and these people have to live someplace. You know how I did not like those row houses, those tiny ones, because they only they only housed 3? Well, I found these, and these little corner ones, or this one here, they do 4 a piece. So I'm going to open this up. This corner one here actually does 6 people. And then I got one more corner here. So this is kind of like a little hotel for the tourists that are visiting our old center. Over here, just to give them some happiness, we're going to give them a well. I really hope that this well does increase happiness. I didn't see anywhere that it does, but it's a well. And hopefully it does more than just water. Okay, what does a winery need? It needs orchards. Grapevines. So, I'm going to do 3 orchards right here, all with grapes for the winery. Over here, we've got another medieval saltery. We've got a medieval drying shack, and we have a smokehouse. That is for this market that is probably collecting a lot of fish from over here. And just as you would expect, it makes a liar out of me. This market has absolutely no fish in it. So anyway, that was fun. Is this where the fish is going? No. So that can only be telling me one thing, is that there is such a high demand for fish around this map that people are taking it away faster than they can actually keep it in stock. Good deal. We do have a little bit more real estate down here to do something with, and we have a little bit of real estate over here to do something with. It's not going to break my heart to level these two houses in favor of building something here. So, most of my areas are like this, they're just incomplete. And if you guys have some ideas, by all means, throw them out there. I'm not going to open the crop fields because I don't want people pulling resources. Here, forest homes. Once again, we do have a shortage, but I don't know if there's a job demand for these right now. But, we do need to sit or house 80 people or 80 families. So let's at least get the houses up. And we'll deal with other things later as we need to. Okay. Let's go down to here. Oh, it looks like our pens are just about built. So there's jobs for people. I mean, as if we needed more food. But you know what? Like I said, if we have to, we will just sell off our food. And it's not going to break my heart. You're maxed out. 60 members in the library. Okay, so do we need to build more libraries? Is that what you're telling me? That is interesting. I have never... Medieval library provides books to people. I have no idea what... Okay, bricks. I have no idea what that second one is. And every one of these just provides books. I don't know if they're upgrades or not. A little clarification might have been nice. Coming on down. Okay, over here in this corner. This is another corner that I was looking at. Since they are so far from civilization and their stockpiles are just full of firewood, I figure the best thing I can do here is get a chain going towards the populace. So right here, I'm dropping a market. And this market is going to start collecting everything from this area around here. And in a perfect world, people are going to come from out here and take what they need from the markets. Because remember, the markets not only bring stuff to people, but they also work as a storage facility. Wow. Let's look at this area. I'm going to do the whirly thing again, so don't freak out on me. There we go. Okay, what's going on here? Well, another district. See, we got the placer mines here. And hey, Doug, if you're out there, this one's for you. I went ahead and I mirrored as many of these placer mines as I could. So that actually took us to this one here. It took us to this one here, and then this one right here. Now, you told me you wanted nice housing for our miners. And the nicest housing, there's 30 minutes, the nicest housing I found that would fit behind the mines were actually stone houses. So what I did here was I gave our miners their stone houses. So let's go ahead and open those up. I mean, like I said, we're not hurting for stone, so these miners are going to have a nice life also. Because we now have so many minerals coming out of here. We got gold, silver, and I don't know if these produce the precious gems or not, but we are getting gold and silver. I think I just saw silver. Yeah, right there, the silver finnings. That's actually what we're making. What we need to do is find the ore. And I guess that doesn't have any. Is this a barn? No, that's the refinery that's going to keep these running. There's a barn. And do you have anything in you? You don't either. Silver finnings. Okay, well, or maybe they're just making... I was expecting to see, like, ore in here. Does ore go into the stockpile? No. Interesting. There's iron ore, but that's about it. Anyway, we're digressing. Let's keep going. So now we got housing. We got the more placer mines that are directly across from those. Over here, I figure they're probably going to need some more help with their melting stuff down. So we're going to open up 2 more of these. Then, is this a well? It sure is. I mean, Doug, you want to take care of your miners? Let's give them a well for happiness. And then we've got a dock workshop. This is going to go back to rope production. And depending on our feathers, we can always go to survival coats if we have to. But remember, ropes bring in 35 units if you trade it. It's a really good deal. It's a good bang for the buck. So here we're going to go ahead and open up 3 dock workshops. And once again, they can do rope. They can do survival coats. I don't do fire bundles only because I really don't have an, get them moving. I don't have an issue with firewood. And then there's one, I think they can make rough tools also, but we're beyond rough tools, which reminds us to keep an eye on this number. If it keeps going down, we're going to have to put some more communities with, let's build this too. We're going to have more communities with the, whatever we were just talking about. Rice wine still. I had this little area opened over here, and I thought, what can I do with it? I got stockpile here. So I really don't want another stockpile, even though they are filling up rather quickly. But I figure, you know what, we'll do some rice over here. And if I had to, I can even put another rice planter right here. But we have a lot of rice as well. By name, rice is somewhere here. There it is. We're 18K. I got to get that. Nope. Sorry, guys. And here, a dock market. Because we're just overflowing with storage, we need storage. I figure, you know what, let's get another one of those giant markets in right here. The rice wine still, we're going to go ahead and open these up. And you know what? In a future episode, when we go around here and we start seeing the question marks that they need to be manned, that's going to remind us to go ahead and start putting people back to work again. It's all good. These are all reed farms right here. And I'll tell you what, we have got more reeds, 14K, than we know what to do with. But if you're going to get into mass producing commodities, it's really a good way to go. You know what I'm going to start doing? Let's prioritize some housing. I don't know if maybe we should have been doing this all along. Can we get some more? Oh my gosh, what are we? Oh, we're not at the top. There we go. Okay, we fell a little bit. Oh, but we put all those herds people in. Okay, something's going on. We have an infestation here. Okay, that means we want to, what are you? Is that pig? Looks like pigs. Okay, let's open this up for pigs. Right there. Let's go ahead and take this, and we're going to empty you. And then I'm going to put a farmer in over here. So this should empty into here, which is basically what all these are. These are just here for reserves, so that these can get dumped into there. Now, let's go ahead and kick it up to 10 speed again. And see what happens. I mean, I really don't want to sit here and wait for all these guys to go over there. Oops, up here. Looking at the wrong one. But that is what I believe going to happen, is that they're going to move from this pasture into this pasture. We'll find out. Wait, are they moving? Pigs on the run. Pigs on the run. Paul McCartney. Not quite, but anyway. Here we go. Firewood is still steady. That's steady. Well, guys, that might be it. Once again, if you can give me some ideas on what to do. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at the wrong angle again. Nuts on a biscuit. What was our angle? I don't know. I'll figure it out offline. But if you guys can give me some ideas about what to do, I will be more than happy to listen and take your ideas into consideration. If you just want to tell me to stop building things, I'll listen. I might not stop, but I'll listen. Okay, one person there. Let's get you up. Up, two people. Up, three people. Where are they going? There we go. Okay, let's take a spin down this memory lane just to make sure that everybody that wants a job has a job. Another blacksmith. Oh my, but where are you? Because I don't want you building junk tools. Shoot, I should not have done that. Okay, a brewer. Yeah, get in there and brew. A butcher. Yep, knock our venison out. Clerics. 2 more churches. Dairy workers. Work that dairy. We are looking pretty good. Herdsmen. Really? Okay. Our animal pens must be going in rather well. So we'll take that. Whoops. Okay. Hunter 68668. Physicians, another doctor in town. Wonder, let's see where the teachers are, because I really want to keep them schools going in to keep our education at 100%. Tailors, once again, I got to find the tailors. I'll probably do that offline just to make sure that they're all making the right products. A teacher, there we go. We'll take another teacher. And vendors. This is telling me more markets went in. And you know what? At this point, maybe we just need to start moving product. I'm thinking about kicking vendors up into full occupancy. Wood. Look at that. Even without any woodcutters, somehow we're still managing that. Well, we got the one guy, but he's making lumber for our butchers. Are we at 1 speed? No, we're at 10 speed. So the pigs must have solved their problem, and they're right over here. So let's take a look. This looks empty. This looks occupied. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to come here. I don't want to split them. What I want to do is empty them. But they have to have some place to go, I believe. Split. Maybe I need to take the worker out. I just did by turning it off, though. 0 out of 89. Pigs. Okay, maybe there. Do I have to have a herdsman in there? Okay, where are my herdsmen going? I don't know. Anyway, I think we're going to call this an episode. I'll figure it out offline. Anyway, guys, you've seen a couple more districts that are going in. I will figure this out somehow. And if you like this episode, give me a like. If you didn't like it, give me a sympathy like. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so. If you do subscribe, please tell 10 people about this site. And with that said, I'm Grumpy Gnome. I'm out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.